Hello everybody and welcome to our Genshin Impact live stream. Also, I just now realized that my timer was set like a couple of minutes late. Like I was a bit late today because like yesterday or 2 days ago. Whoops. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I actually was a bit late and set it back 3 minutes, and I forgot to set it forward again. I hope you're having a great day. I'll be coming better than to watch my live stream. Hello, Xnay. Okay, what do we have here? Update summary. Results related to subsequent events, and those events are new banners. Oh yeah, also garbage 4-star weapons, except for Favlans, and I guess Fav Codex is fine as well. But yeah, I mean, I have a billion Favs, everything else is standard 4 stars. 0 out of 10 weapon banner for me, 4-star wise. I mean, okay, maybe not 0, because you can always use more Favlances. Even if you've already got 50 Favlances, maybe you will need like 12 or 5 Favlances at some point. And you only have 10 right now. You could always use more. So it's not 0 out of 10. This could be a Dragon's Bane. And this could be Eye of Perception, right? Could easily be worse. But when it comes to the sword, bow, and claymore, they're like the worst. Hello, Mag. Doing very well. So yeah, I will not be pulling here. I never had any plans of pulling here, but you know, if the 4-star lineup was incredible, maybe I would be tempted to. If I were to pull on for anything next half, it would be the character banner with Skirk. I already have C1. As opposed to pulling her Sig, I just pulled C1 on her initial banner. And C2 is pretty strong. Pretty strong. 70% attack in her skill form, or like the top skill, use normal attacks. Or easier to use big bursts, because you don't need to like pre-charge any... Like you can just hold E-burst immediately at the start of combat. Which can be pretty nice. If a boss gets like a shield up immediately, you can just do a quick mini burst, then set up your team, go back to Skirk. Your skill should be ready by then. It gives you quite a lot of flexibility in your rotations, but mostly just 70% attack, which is also like a pretty crazy number. I probably should not have teleported here, but here we are. Oh, Varka, excuse me. Varka seems to not be having as good of a time. Wait, I could... Oh yeah, here we go. What happened? What happened to my boy? Varka, are you alright? I have not seen anything like this before. Okay, here we go. Okay, maybe it's not true I saw nothing like it. I saw some things kinda like it, but nothing quite as messed up. Because no, if you are climbing something like very thin, the character's legs will often have like no real place to go. But I haven't gotten entangled in a ladder before. Hello, Mr. Chang. Mr. Nine's Ghostwriter. We'll actually go there later, because it's already in Liyue. So it'll be faster to then immediately submit our dailies.
移して
Okay. I can't use my hold skill when I'm in my skill form. And now I don't use my hold skill because there is combat to be held. Oh, come on. I actually got interrupted and my E didn't even go through. Oh, there's still more of them. Here we go. Varka is super fun to play. Even if he's pretty simple. Because like he doesn't have like any crazy combos. But there are some minor optimizations you can be doing. And overall just his gameplay loop. It's similar to like Zibai, I guess. Spam basics until your special skill is ready. Although his damage profile is much more basic focused. I actually prefer that. Because for characters like Zibai and Flins, where they have to use basics to charge their resources, but then the basics themselves don't really do any real damage, it kind of feels a bit awkward sometimes. Like if you want to finish off an enemy who's low HP, it's like, oh, I have to use an entire Flins mini burst, which is 50% of my DPS. As Flins. Zibai has more skill uses, but also
移して
she is a bigger portion of her team's damage. So one Zibai E might actually represent a similar portion of the team's total DPS than like compared to Flins's skill. Flins's mini burst rather. Flins gets 2 of them. Zibai gets 4 or 5? How many actually? Whatever, 4 or 5. I think it's 4. 4 skills per skill. But then Zibai's personal damage amounts for like double that of Flins's. No picking. Man, Paimon looks so tiny. Hello, Oldemon. 3 or 4. I mean, it's very easy to get the max. There is leeway. Because her skill stance lasts for quite a while. Oh, I was supposed to do this daily last. But then I just TP'd there while yapping. Should I regret pulling for Flint and skipping Zibai? No. Not at all. Like if you have Flints but not Inefa, it can be a bit sad. If you had a choice of only pulling 1 lunar DPS and you don't have Inefa and then chose Flints over Zibai, that might be kinda feels bad. Because Flints really appreciates Inefa in his teams, but if you have Inefa, then the Flints Inefa team is amazing. Yeah, if you have everybody, that's great. What I was talking about wasn't meant to be like any sort of Flints slander. I would personally also go for, like, if I had to choose one, I would go for Flints. And it is the team that I also play the most in like endgame. If I just have to pick a Lunar team, I pick Lunar Charged for sure. I think now will raise the ceiling of Zibai further. She kinda has to. Otherwise there is barely any point in her existence. Because if all she did was just like provide a healing option for Zibai, then you could just pull like C1 Columbina for the shield. And like, why would Lina exist? But yeah, she is a decent sub DPS and has pretty good buffs,
星と深
so
淵
she'll be better than Goro or Iluga.
無事今日の
The Lunar teams, I'm pretty sure already can top Mavuika, even as they are right now. And with Lina's release, Zibai should be the strongest, but not like by a ton. All of the Lunar teams are still pretty great. And one important thing about that, because people will be like, oh, there is like Mavuika and Skirk were the best, and now we have like Zibai and Nefer and Flins, and then there's supports and Inefa and blah blah and everything, and they're all like better, such power creep. But like the thing is, all of these teams are only at this level when they have Columbina, and there's only one Columbina. So we don't really have, we don't actually have like 3 teams or even more than that are stronger than Mavuika. You can only have one at a time. Wherever Columbina is, right? Without Columbina, these teams are more like Varesa level or something. Maybe a bit higher than Varesa, but like lower than Mavuika. You changed your water filter earlier and nearly flooded your kitchen.
しょ
Wait, what water filter? Like in your kitchen tap thingy? Faucet? The whatever that's called? Yeah, the tap, I guess. Oh, your fridge has a water filter. Man, fridges nowadays are doing everything except for fridging. Okay, let's go to Stygian. Back to Heart and farm some artifacts. But yeah, when it comes to like appliances, home appliances like that, I would prefer if they just like did fewer things. I don't need any like, I don't need my fridge to have a touch screen and a water filter and ice cube maker. I mean, actually, an ice cube maker can be nice, but the thing is, it requires like extra plumbing and stuff, and it's such a pain. If you want stuff like this, it's better to have a separate appliance than trying to put everything in one place. Like even if you feel like a smart screen, touch screen thingy in your kitchen would be useful, just get a tablet and put it somewhere. You don't need your fridge to have one. Does it make sense to pull for Lauma so that you can run Lauma, Nahida, Yelan, Shinobu? It does make quite a bit of sense. Lauma by herself is pretty strong. If you already have a different Lunar team, I would not go Lauma Nefer. But Lauma by herself, she does make Hyper Bloom pretty great. But not quite like clear dire great. Unless it's a Bloom Shield boss. In which case you need Lauma, or you can't clear it. So I guess when Lauma reruns, we'll probably get like the crab again, and it's like pull Lauma or suffer. But if you just want to have a one team to like easily clear one side of Abyss, Hyperbloom with Lauma is pretty premium and super cheap. You can run Lauma and 4 stars. Lauma also does not need her Sig at all. She's a very good character. Your vacuum cleaner needs Wi-Fi? What? I'm pretty happy with my vacuum cleaner. It's a nice. It's a nice. Wait, what was it? Is it a Samsung one? No, I don't think it's Samsung. I think the Samsungs were too expensive. But it is like wireless. I can charge it and then vacuum my home, but doesn't offer any smart functionality, which I actually like. When I recently I was changing my oven And I was specifically looking for one that would have knobs for to like set the temperature of the burners and the oven, because like stove and oven together, one thing. So I was explicitly looking for one that would have knobs or like some sort of a physical interface, buttons or whatever, and not just a touchscreen. Because touchscreens on things that are supposed to get hot, yeah, I don't appreciate that. And there was one model. There is still one company in Poland making
流れて
stoves with knobs to set the
お静
temperature.
かにさや
And I was very happy.
夜ですねやや目を閉じて
Why is he still alive? Sion Lama, there is no need to pull C1, no. It's a 0% DPS increase. Why would you want that? She heals. If you want her to heal, you can give her Prototype Amber. Now, that would be a bit of a DPS loss. But you would have the healing you so desire. And in Hyperbloom teams, it's very easy to fit another sustain. You can play Nefa in your Hyperbloom team. She's a premium Hyperbloom unit, actually. Hello, Delete Hero. Is this decent? No. I need to be picky with my pieces. Oops.
安全距離確認
お静かにほらや
Oh, nice. Thought he would dodge me, but he didn't manage. Tomorrow will be the last day. Oh, EM Sans with attack crit damage? Is this a piece ever? I don't think so, actually. I'll have to swipe anyways for the Nangong skin. So I can't avoid the payment. Skins are paid only. You want to pull Varka but you don't have Durin? Like Varka's premium team with Durin and Venti isn't actually even that much better than some like other options. Than just like Xiangling Sucrose or something. Because like these are his best supports, but they don't have that much synergy with him. Durin's issue is that, especially at C0, all he offers, or Durin offers two things, Shred and personal damage. The Shred is kinda mid in the Varka team, because you already have another Anemo unit, whether it's Venti or Sucrose or whatever, right? You have a second Anemo, and that second Anemo plays Vivi. So you already have Shred having even more Shred, less value. And then the personal damage of Durin, like it's good, but you play Bennett in your Varka team, and Bennett does not buff Durin at all. You focus your buffs only on Varka, but then Durin deals so much damage, it's kinda awkward. And then Venti's issue is that he takes a bit too much time to set himself up. You kinda need to go Bennett first and then Venti, so that you have good Vivi uptime. But Venti wants to burst and then do like 2 normal attacks, so he eats up a third of your Bennett uptime. And then Varka doesn't get buffed as much. Like the latter half of his rotation is not buffed anymore. So these supports are good for him, but they aren't that much better than alternatives. Maybe once Nicole comes out, she will clear up the issues and make the entire team meld better together. If she will have better uptime buffs that actually buff the entire team, rather than the relatively short Bennett burst that only buffs the on-field character. Maybe then like it will make not only Varka better, but the entire team will go better together. But right now, you don't get that big of a damage increase from a C0 Durin and a Venti in your Varka team. You do not need Durin right now for him. Like, he won't be breaking your DPS records. But like, it doesn't matter whether you have Durin or not, like, you won't be breaking those DPS records either way. Okay, 40 here. So if you like Varka, you do not really need Durin for him. Although you should pull Durin anyways, because Durin is goated.
一致で防衛モード吸引テスト開始。
お静かにほらやはっ
Defense, crit damage, ER. Lineal Goblet. C1R1 Skirk with Escoffier is better right now. But Varka's cons aren't bad. And if you are pulling Varka, one thing for sure, if you are pulling Varka, you won't pull his Sig. The Sig is huge. The Sig is like 40% better than 4 stars and over 20% better than other 5 stars. The Sig is ginormous. Literally, it's big, because Varka is big and any weapon he holds becomes quite massive. Oh my god, these are so chunky. The bell. This little part is floating. Yeah, for me, my highest DPS team is also the Flynn's team. Not only is it just one of the best teams in the game, but also I have the C1R1 in EFA. So even though I don't have Flynn's Sig or Columbina's Sig, the team is still feels premium. Because the early investments, I feel like actually Inefas are the best in the team. If I were going for a C2, then it's Columbina for sure. But C1? I feel like Inefas is best because it buffs the entire team's lunar damage. Also, by the way, how many pulls do you have? 1449. There is this. If we just do some BP missions, cook, forge, let's go do those. Yeah, I will 10 pull. I'm not sure, like, if I don't get it in, I'm like on 40 PT. And the thing is, I have a fate point. Right? Because timeline is as such. I pulled Varka, and then I pulled his Sig. I already had high PT on the weapon banner. And I got it like quickly. I won the 37.5, I got the Varka Sig immediately. Then, like a week or two later, I was like, let's just do a 10 pull here for funsies, and I got a 10 PT or 13 PT, another Varka Sig. And then I had my fate set for the other weapon, because I was like, yeah, might as well change the fate. So I got this on super low PT. And now I'm in this like awkward situation where I don't really want to waste the fate point, but the fate point was kind of free anyway, so it's not really a waste. Because it was so free. But it still would feel pretty good to get it.
机から離れるとホッとするな。どっかで昼寝でもするか。
Level 90, double crown, that's good. Not even sure if Maidorin is double crowned. I think he is. He should be. Sig is pretty big. Gives your 16% attack to the entire team, improves his buffs. Because without this he only shreds res. With this also attack buff. Attack is good until you get 2500, was it? He has a passive that caps at 2500 attack, which gives him extra damage. If you are under that... Oh wait, it's his birthday in like 2 days. If you are under that, attack is the number 1 stat you want to be going for. Where is it? For every 100 attack, a maximum of 75% can be obtained, and it increases by 3% for every 100 attack. So yeah, up to 2500 attack, but it's in combat. So if you are getting Pyro Resonance, or just attack from Athame Artis, you will have 2500, and that's good. You are maxing out your damage from that. 74 is 94 with the set bonus to 223. That's pretty premium. 47 ER, yeah. Normally, if you start at full energy, you can go like burst first, then skill. So if you are starting at full energy and you are playing white mode Durin, which is the support one, which is what you play 99% of the time, then you don't really need much ER at all. Because you go burst first, then you go E, your energy is almost full already. You will get particles from others in the team, you will often have Bennett or some like Overload, maybe Chevreuse. But in Stygian you start at 0, and that is very awkward, because you need his burst immediately. So in Stygian specifically, you often need more energy. I myself actually had to put more ER on my Durin for this Stygian.
でないといざという時にそっぽを向かれちまうぞ。
Yeah, I end up with 70 even. But before I was playing him against a different boss and like closer to 50 was fine. So specifically for Stygian, you might even sometimes want more. But it's just like boss dependent, right? Depends on when you play him, what boss, how many favs do you have, and other pyro characters. So yeah, it's just situational. But this will be enough for like Abyss and Theater and everything like that. Always, you probably wouldn't even need that much. For Stygian, depends. And yeah, set is best. WD from third-party top-up servers used to get Welkins for cheap, but now can't even do that. You can just VPN over to Japan and buy it on the official top-up website. It's better anyways. The top-up websites, the third-party top-up websites were never the best deal anyways. I mean, if you were like waiting for some special discounts and you didn't like top up regularly, maybe there was some value to be had from there, but the third-party top up websites just also use the VPN method to actually give you the deals, because there is no other way to pay less, right? So they just top up in yen for you and take like a bit of extra percent because it's so much cheaper. So yeah, just buy a VPN. Or you can even use a free one, because you don't actually need like good connection or anything. My favorite VPN,
机から離れるとほっとするな。
Malvad.
どっかで昼寝でもする。
It is paid, but it's super clean, super reliable. You don't have any like pay for 15 years to get a deal. No, you can buy it for a month. You don't lose anything this way. No matter for how long you buy it, it's always the same. There are no discounts because the price is always low. So you can just buy it for a month when you need it, and then you can buy it half a year later for a month again. No need to buy it for 15 years and have it on all the time, even though you use it once a year. And then you just go to the official Genshin top-up website. You just Google... Whoops. No, wait, let me... Yeah, you just Google like Genshin top-up, and this genshin.hoyoverse.com top-up center. You go here. And not only can you like VPN over to Japan to get the best deals, it's like 30% less than 30% discount compared to dollars. But also there are special promotions where every patch, your first 5 payments are 5% off. It's not much, but it adds up. And it's already the best deal even without that. The 5% is just extra, like sprinkling on top.
いざという時にそっぽを向かれちまうぞ。
Forex? Oh, you mean for like currency exchange? I get like, yeah, if you are using like PayPal or your bank has a scuffed currency exchange rate, you might be losing a bit. You might be losing out a bit on that. It will still always be cheaper anyways. But on my credit card, I just have a good deal where I get actually fair currency exchange. So I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, you might have to check out whether it's better for you to use PayPal or your card directly. Okay, it's a potential, like you might potentially lose a little bit there, but it will still be the best deal anyways. I don't have to worry about the shop suddenly not working anymore. Still have Avanesha Legend Trailblazer. I might have to skip Avanesha, but I will see what she does. She's a cool character, but Silverwolf is Silverwolf. I was supposed to like cook and stuff. Because like if leaks are to be believed, they are just gonna be two. Both Avanesha and Silverwolf are gonna be Elation DPSs that will like have competing teams. Like you have the Silverwolf team and the Avanesha team, and both will want Yao Guang, but you only have one Yao Guang, so it's kinda awkward. Sky's Dragon's Bane or not craftable? Not craftable, I'm pretty sure. Should be best. Dana's uncraftable used to be pretty good, but now with Columbina, Ineffa's damage is buffed like crazy, so you prefer something that has more DPS than energy. Was Skyward Spine? No, you don't need the ER from Skyward Spine, so it's not really that great. Because that's Forge. I can do ley lines. We'll do cooking with Escoffier. Trans domains will do on Saturday, so I can't do this either now. So what can I do? This you can only do on Saturday. We could go beat up bosses. Always attack on Inefa. On the Suns and Goblet. If you have like a super crazy EMPs, like, you know, 50 crit value EMPs, and then your attack piece has like 3 crit rolls, then go with the EM. But attack is better by default. You can have ER on a Goblet anyways, but yeah. You don't need much ER on Inefa. If you can burst, you just don't burst. It's okay. Having some is nice. Because with like 0 ER you might not even be able to burst every other rotation. But that's fine. The damage goes like crazy anyways. You lose more team output if your Inefa is sacrificing crit and attack for ER than you lose from not being able to burst. Let's go check out how Columbina's doing. These are still a thing. Now this was Japanese currency. Yeah, that's the point. Right? You want to see the Japanese currency. Were you expecting to see like $80 for a $100 top up? But yeah, that's the point. I'll use my card. Directly. Card or PayPal works.
なあ、目は隠してるのにお前をじーっと見つめてる気がしないか？その他の飲み物も試していい？
Mixed drinks. You get like super quick versions of the Columbine anecdotes you got earlier. Coffee? Coffee? Coffee. What a drink.
サンドローネが部屋で飲んでたから、私がこういう香りの飲み物に興味津々なのを知ってたからか、わざとゆっくりゆっくり飲んでた。私が質問するのを待ってるみたいに。
So, did you?
うん。何を聞いたんだ？マシンオイルを飲まなくていいの？
And how did she respond?
すごく嫌な言葉が返ってきたよ。君たちは言わないでね。
There is still some value in those anecdotes.
一口で興味をなくしちまったぞ。ごめんなさい。苦くてあまり好きじゃない。 だからサンドローネはあんなに渋い顔をしてたんだね。
それは別の理由な気がするぞ。
ありがとう。おかげで好奇心が満たされた。今度からサンドローネの味覚は信じないようにする。
Because I think there was an anecdote thingy before where you could choose what drink to make for Columbina. I chose like tea or something. But then like coffee was one of the options, so now you get the dialogue for a different option you did not pick before. That's pretty nice. So another thing that I do on Thursday is cooking and coffee cooking and my Parvati transformer. Is it ready? 23 minutes. It will be ready shortly. I guess I will wait for that. In the meantime, we can check the anecdotes. Mondstadt and Natlan. Another Varka. Man, Varka has like 10 anecdotes this patch or something. Oh! It's Godwin continuation.
あれ、ファルカとグローリーじゃないか？まさかグッドウィンのやつまた逃げ出したりしてないよな。
グローリーさん、グッドウィン本人の強い意志とナドくらいに駐留する人員の状況を考慮して、あいつはしばらくあっちにいることになりそうだ。俺はそれを伝えに来た。それとあいつに代わってこの手紙を朗読するためにな。
Varka, why are you enabling him? You got it, and even cheaper in the third party top upside. Very nice. Yeah, because like, it's the only way they could offer you a better deal is if they paid out of their pocket, right? They don't have any special deals with Hoyo. They are just using the VPN trick just this weekend, and it's always cheaper to do it directly. I mean, not always, because yeah, like sometimes they might be running some promotion to attract new customers where they are actually losing money on that. So that's the only time you can actually save something. But yeah, 90% of the time, cheaper to just do it yourself. Especially with the extra 5% off. It's 5 times per patch. They only started doing it last patch, so it's like, not sure if they will keep doing this forever. But so far, it's like, every patch they reset the like 5 coupons you get that give you 5% off on any single purchase you make. Which can be up to $5 when you buy a $100 top up. It's less than $5 because you don't pay $100 if you pay in yen. You pay more like 80, so then you save only $4, but it's still like you pay $76 instead of 100 ish, which is a crazy good deal. I mean, we are paying for gacha currency, so maybe nothing is a good deal, but it's a better deal. It's without a doubt a much better deal. Is it a good deal? Probably still not.
親愛なるグローリー様、今この瞬間、俺は美酒を味わいながら手紙を書いている。
グローリー様？
騎士団の遠征は終わったが、俺の遠征はまだまだ続く。
あのグッドウィンの手紙。
Shh, let's see where this is going.
以上のことから、俺はナドくらいに踏みとどまり、愛するモンドを守るため戦い続けることとした。追伸、この決断が君の心を傷つけることは重々承知している。いくら謝っても俺はこの罪を償えないだろう。でもどうか信じてほしい。俺の君への愛は嘘偽りのない真実だ。
嘘偽りのない真実だなんて。ファルカ様、読んでくださりありがとうございます。グッドウィンの決心は確かに伝わりました。別れは辛いけれど、彼のためならいつまでも待ち続けます。グッドウィンに 旋風のご加護があらんこと。
安心しろ。あっちは今とても安全だ。すぐに戻ってくるさ。ではグローリーさん、俺は他にも任務があるからこれで失礼させてもらうよ。
And they can't be lying to Glory for another 5 years. Varka ushers you away.
で、あの手紙は何だったんだ？グッドウィンは本当にナドくらいに行ったのか？
37 instead of 500. Very nice. And yeah, those savings add up. And for me, in our local currency, the złoty, it's like the top 3 worst currency to pay in Genshin. You can actually check on the wiki. So I'm saving like almost 50% when when paying in yen. You can go like I think the Genesis Genesis Crystal page. The PLN Polski złoty. Our currency is not that bad. It's just we are getting ripped off in Genshin specifically. Our currency is doing like okay recently. It's not like our economy is in shambles. No, we're just getting scammed hard on online purchases. Wait. Oh wait, it's here? Oh no, it's the local price. You go here. Yeah, this is the thingy. Oh wait, it's like in the middle now. Wait, what happened? Did it get cheaper? No, I'm not sorting. It's not sorting properly. Wait, this is not sorting as it should be. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is now. So yeah, we are getting 77% of the crystals compared per dollar compared to dollars. The only two worst currencies are the Great British Pound and the Mexican dollar, right? They have dollars as well or something. Yeah, so this is right. Wait, is this? Oh, this is the Mexican peso, not dollar. Mexican peso. So yeah, the peso is worse and the pound is worse. Złotys are the third worst. And it's like very close, everything here. And then the yen are the second best. The only better one is the Ukrainian currency, but you can't VPN over to Ukraine. Like you will be just be paying in dollars. The only way to be paying in in Ukrainian money is to have a Ukrainian account on the like Google Play Store or Apple Store and pay on mobile. But yen you can pay on PC. Yeah, it should also be up there. Not sure which one would be. This here? It's like, wait, it's slightly better than the dollar actually. It's like 2% better than the dollar. Oh no, it's Indonesia, okay. Oh, this. Is it this? No, this is Russian, right? The ruble? Yeah, okay, I don't know. You were paying in pounds. I never paid in zlotys. Not once in my life. I was paying in dollars mostly. I was paying in dollars until I realized I can just VPN over to Japan. Not sure at which point I realized. I feel like quite quickly. I might have paid in zlotys once to just like check how it works. I don't actually remember. Or maybe I had some coupon on Google Play Store. INR. Oh no, it's here. 5% better than dollar. Which is still 20% worse than the yen. Because yeah, our Polish currency is like 23% worse. Yen is 28% better. So it's almost 50% cheaper. Not quite. It's more like 40-ish. But yeah, crazy good. Crazy good. To go over to Japan. And then you get 5% off on top. It's 66% more. So yeah. Actually, I should divide it the other way around. 77 divided by 128. Yeah, it's 40% cheaper. Straight up just by going from zlotys to yen. And then 5% off on top. How did it, gamer?
ああ、言ったぞ。さて、どこから話したもんか。あの日、グッドウィンのやつを説教した後、最後の決断をする猶予として、一日時間をやったんだ。
大団長、俺、分かった気がします。もうこれ以上、彼女を騙し続けるべきじゃない。
ほう、いいじゃないか。確かに、騎士団としてはプライベートに深く立ち入るべきじゃないし、お前が自分で何かしらの決断を下せるなら、それだけで騎士の名に恥じないと俺は言った。でも個人的には、お前がその道を選んでくれたことを嬉しく思う。って、顔色が悪いな。昨日ちゃんと寝られてないのか？
ええ、決意は固まったんですが、どう伝えるべきかずっと考えてて。これが徹夜で書いた下書きです。
もうそこまで準備してるのか？いいじゃないか。どれどれ？すまない、グローリー。俺は自分の罪を認めなければ。出だしはまずまずだな。俺は偽り続けた。もう君のそばにいる資格なんてない。おい、お前。君に許してもらおうなどと考えること自体おこがましい。君にはもっとふさわしい相手がいるはずだ。おい、なんだこの内容は。これじゃ責任を放棄してるだけだろ。
Is this an anecdote? Yeah, this is a Varka anecdote. I got one yesterday, I think, or 3 days ago, with Varka and Godwin, and this is the continuation to that. The exam went much better than expected. Very nice. And you said the first one is the worst, right? So now it's just gonna be smooth sailing from here. I think with Parent R? Yeah, that should be more fun.
大団長、説明させてください。自分なりにちゃんと考えたんです。新しい嘘を用意して彼女に会いに行き、仮に一生騙し通せたとしても自分が嫌になるだけです。そんな自分が彼女を幸せにできるはずありません。でももし全てを打ち明けたら、いえ、分かってます。彼女は俺みたいなやつでも、憎いはずの人間でも多分許してくれるでしょう。それくらい優しい子なんです。だからってその優しさにすがるわけにはいかない。そうやって甘える厚かましい自分を認めることなんてできない。全部考えたんです。選択の結果がどうであれ受け入れる覚悟はできてます。でもどんな選択をしようともう自分を許すことはできない。俺は
やれやれ。今の状態じゃ無理に会いに行ってもいい結果にはならなさそうだな。いいか、お前はモンドの郊外で何年も見回りや戦闘をこなしてきた。遠征にだって負けないくらい経験を積んできたはずだろ。なのにどうしてメンタルの方は弱くなってるんだ。
多分メンツを保つために最初の嘘をついた時から もう手遅れだったのかもしれません。
どうしても自分の嘘が許せないなら、いっそのこと、その嘘を本当に変えちまえばいいじゃないか。お前の遠征に行ってこい。
俺の遠征？
ああ、ナドくらいに行ってハートを鍛えてこい。ちょうど人手が不足してる。これは遠征軍に戻ってこられなかった罰だと思えばいい。
などくらい。遠征軍の目的地ですか？
本物の騎士とは何か、駐留してる遠征軍から学んでこい。ま、その前に残ってる問題を片付けておかないとな。筆記用具を出せ。手紙を書き直すぞ。今回は俺が言った内容をお前がそのまま書くんだ。でないとまたふぬけたことを書いちまうかもしれないからな。親愛なるグローリー様、今この瞬間、俺は美酒を味わいながら手紙を書いている。
俺たちは普段そんな呼び方してません。それにお酒を出すとしたら、ワインの香りが風に漂うとき、遠くにいる君をいつも思い出す。
そんな飾り文句は必要ない。俺の言う通りに書けばいい。続けるぞ。騎士団の遠征は終わったが、俺の遠征はまだまだ続く。
なるほど。まあ今までたくさん手紙を書いたし、文体を変えてみるのもいいかも。
愛するモンドを守るため戦い続けることとした。この締め、なかなかいいんじゃないか。
確かに。でもやっぱりどんな形でもいいからグローリーには謝っておきたいです。
ちょっと考えてみるか。追伸に書き込むのはどうだ。
なるほどな。道理で最後の追伸以外なんかおかしいと思ったぞ。でもこのやり方だって嘘になるんじゃないか。
そうか。この手紙を書いたのはグッドウィンで間違いないし、ナドくらいに行ったのも事実だ。遠征に遅れたことは手紙に書いてないけどな。
確かに嘘はついてない
Not the worst
って
solution.
ことになるのか。
それに今のグッドウィンをグローリーさんに合わせても二人の間にわだかまりができるだけだ。そうなったら本当の意味で前に進むことはできない。あいつは確かに大きな過ちを犯した。なら行動で償うしかない。騎士団に対しても彼女さんに対してもだ。グッドウィンは俺に約束してくれた。あいつの遠征が終わったらグローリーに全てを打ち明けに行くってな。あいつにはこの機会を無駄にせず本物の騎士として生まれ変わってほしい。これは騎士同士の約束だ。
まあいいか。あいつも少しは前に進んだってことだな。
Though, if even we can tell something soft with that letter, surely Grolly will know exactly who wrote each line too.
約束は守ってくださいね、グッドウィン。
She overheard everything! Oh no! Oh yes? Oh what? The plot thickens. Which I mean, she must have had a feeling even before, with the letters he was writing. Which I did not expect that ending. I wonder if she has different dialogue now. Probably not. She should be
ついてこれるか
up here.
たっ
Waiting for Godwin to come back. About Godwin? Granda Savarka told me that Godwin's expedition isn't over yet. He will be continuing his fight in Not Cry. I've received many letters from him recently. They're always so long, as if there is something he wants to say but can't quite bring himself to put into words, so he keeps circling around it instead. He doesn't need to say that much. I really understand what he's trying to tell me. I suppose you know that feeling too, right? I know what you mean. That's why I want to believe. This time he will keep his promise. Oh boy.
ついてこれるか
But I kinda, you know, Godwin is a piece of scum, but I kinda feel him in that he said that he knows that if he tells Glory the truth, she will just forgive him, because she's such a gentle person. But he wouldn't feel good being forgiven, you know. He doesn't feel like somebody who deserves forgiveness, but she would forgive him anyways. And that's why he can't bring himself to come and tell her. I kinda get his struggle, actually. Okay, if we are to squeeze out some Primo Gems, I mean, probably the best thing to do is to go and explore more. There's also this, complete one popular Wonderland stage while wearing a set or try-on cape from this current season. So, what I need to do here, I'm pretty sure. Let's first go to Miliastra. We need to go with something popular. Maybe Test Dummy will be fine? If not, we might have to do Resonance 4. Thanks the better option. But like, it's not quite lying. He actually did go to Not Cry. We should be able to find Godwin in the Knights of Favonius camp now. So what I imagine we have to do is use one of these. Yeah, the Try-on Cape. You get this for the new 4-star sets. And once you unlock them, they last for like a week. There is the Anaxa and Anaxa and Hyacinth outfits. You only get them for 3 hours. So let's hope you haven't wasted them. But you use it. And what are our plans? Let's add another plan. Okay. And call this one like trial. And yep, that's Hyacinth, but a bit more jestery. So we equip this outfit, right? Now we have the try-on cape, and let's try the DPS test dummy, because that's like the fastest game to play. Have we ever seen Xinyan in an Archon quest? She definitely appears in Lantern Rite. The latest Lantern Rite is actually a permanent quest. Let me just put her in here to make sure
スタンバイ完了。
that I actually have the character here. And if you just exit now, it will say failed. Let's make sure we complete, because we can do this, stop, and now we can complete, and bam, victory. And let's quickly do an AFK stage as well, because I have to do 2 stages anyways. But yeah, he might not have any appearances in the Archon quest. My Synoteam DPS? I would have to switch a bunch of artifacts and weapons. So a bit too much of a pain, to be perfectly honest. Because yeah, you need to get 2 stages, right? Complete 2 stages. So I just do one popular one, because it needs to be one popular, and then the other one can be anything. Wait, somebody's shooting at me. Oh. Man, the no scope. No, I missed. I mean, there are a bunch of characters. Ah, here we go, I hit them. There are a bunch of characters that don't appear in any Archon quests. It's not unique to Xinyan. Oh yep, that counted. Very nice. So yeah, that's what you need to do if you are wondering what exactly you're supposed to do. You need to go to your outfit, open one of these free trial options that you get from like the BP. I think you get them from the free BP, although I'm not 100% sure. It should be the free BP, right? No way you have to pay for a trial. And then, yeah, just go to any popular stage. Can be Resonance 4. Can be the DPS test dummy. Those are fast and like either solo or 1v1. Okay, so that's 60. Which means we need a bit less than 100. If only I had one more here. One more Star Glitter. To buy another 10 pool. I have a bunch of standard pools. But I am waiting to pick Chichi from the Constellation Selector thingy, so that I don't get her here. And also, since I'm already waiting so much, might as well wait until we get a new standard 5-star, if there is one. We'll see if Lochen is standard or not. If Lochen is standard, I will wait for him. If he ends up being limited, then I will just use my pools afterwards. After we know for sure that he's not standard, so I guess after the live stream. But will Lochen be after Linnea, or maybe even a patch afterwards? I could try to do some sensitive, but yeah, let's just go. Here, that's the best place. Also, we can go to the Favonius Keep, see if Godwin's here. Yeah, you can buy the BP as well. You can also buy any like special packs. Is this Godwin? He looks like Godwin. I'm pretty sure this is Godwin. Could be a Godwin lookalike though. Oh no, here's Godwin. The other guy looked exactly the same though. Please wait for me a little longer. I swear you'll become somebody you can be proud of. Firefly getting buffed and something you expect. Yeah, it's weird that right after Dahlia, which was like a Firefly buff, she's getting another one. But I guess it's kind of like Hysilence and the Kafka buff coming at almost the same time. Or was it exactly the same time actually? No, Kafka buff was first and then Hysilence came out? A patch later? I don't actually remember the timeline. But yeah, the issue was that Firefly was quickly becoming the worst character in Firefly teams. She probably already was the worst character in her own teams. So that's why she personally needs a buff, even though her teams are decent. She's not she's not contributing to the teams doing well. It's all the other characters. Maybe they will also add some like more healing synergy to her kit, so that you are actually incentivized to run a healer more. Because right now the break teams are balanced around being sustainless, which is kind of scuffed. Because your Team Yun dies, your Fugue rather. Kafka first and he's second, okay. Lochen is what element? He's Cryo. We already saw his vision in this patch. Yeah, Veltlin buff is super cool. I'm a Huohuo hater, so I'm actually happy to see her buffed. I don't hate her as a character. I hate her kit though. I feel like her kit is a mess. What are you doing? I am observing my daily repentance. Oh, this has become a part of my daily routine. This way I won't forget why I came here. And whether I will sink back into endless procrastination, then lose the courage to shoulder my responsibilities and resolve to confess my love. Oh boy. Are you alright? I'm sorry for the trouble I caused you and the Grandmaster. How did I not understand? The only way to make up for our mistakes was to make Glory happy. I mean, bro, this does not make Glory happy. If neither lies nor truths could do that, I should have seen that there was only one thing left for me to do, become someone capable of giving her happiness. Okay, I guess there's like a character development arc. Yeah, Lohen could be a forethought for a Skerk team, because it doesn't really matter who you're under. You can play Child for +1 normal attack talent. Actually, no, normal attack talent level doesn't do anything. If normal attack talent levels were good for Skerk, then Child would be one of her best options. Because no matter what you play there, doesn't matter. Like, none of the characters do much. Shenhe's buffs are not up to modern standards, but all the alternatives are so bad that Shenhe often ends up being the best. Or you play Citlali, who doesn't buff Cryo at all. Citlali buffs Hydro and Pyro, not Cryo. But you still play Citlali. Because she just wears Scroll. You play her for the Scroll buff only. Like, those are the kind of characters you play in the 4th slot in the Skerk team. So even if Lochen is a main DPS, he will still be good. Because he can just hit the enemy once and switch out, and that's already more than most of what other characters can do. And if he actually has any sort of buff, then he will be like the best by a landslide. No, the BP wants to be kinda meh? Yeah, I mean, it depends on like what are you trying to do. If you're just trying to have characters that are like Abyss and Theater worthy, then the BP weapons are often even more than enough. If you're going for like Dire or some of the harder Fearless bosses, then it will often be like, yeah, Sigor Bust. But it's important not to get too swept up in all of that. Remember that you get all the Primo Gems on hard. On hard. I clear hard in 9 seconds. You have 180. Or no, 120? You have 2 minutes, right? This is like domain level difficulty. So you don't have to worry too much about higher difficulty Stygian. Even if you cannot clear it. As for the BP weapons, they are like fine. The catalyst, the HP catalyst is good for any HP scaler. Moalani, Novilet Columbina. The polearm has the highest EM in the game if you R5 it, so it's good for any polearm character who likes EM, but also Hyperbloom characters. Good for Flins and Inefa as well. It's very good for Inefa. Surprise Spine kinda fell off. Because in Stygian, you cannot pre-stack the passive. You start at 0 stacks. Normally you would always start at 5, but here you start at 0. So it's dead for off-fielders, and for on-fielders it's, I guess, still fine, but worse. But off-field characters now cannot stack it before the fight, so you don't actually get the stacks. Because you only get the stacks if you are on-field. They persist if you are off-field, but you don't get them if you are off-field. So if you cannot pre-stack it before the fight, you just don't have stacks. But the other Claymore is even worse, so it's... If you want a Claymore from the BP, you still pick Serpent Spine. But yeah, the Catalyst, the Polearm, and the Sword from the newer 5 are all pretty good. How's the expedition? Countless challenges in the ice and snow, I really am too weak. I can't keep lagging behind. Yes, I guess you can never get the Godwin daily again, right? After moving Godwin to not cry. Why do you keep hearing people saying that there's a part 2 of the Fate collab? There was some sus leak, but it wasn't even shared to the... Because I usually get my leaks from the Reddit, from the subreddit, Star Ray leaks. They're like well curated there. And that one wasn't even shared there, because it's, I guess it's deemed too sus. Or just the leaker is unreliable. What is happening here? What am I moving? I should be moving something as I walk. But I'm not sure. Exactly what? How far can I go? What actually moved here? I don't know. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to find the Shrine of Depths. Because I have a key. Here I can go with Varka. I will figure this out later. But yeah, also, like, a reason to believe that there would be more to the Fate collab is because they made Lancer, the Lancer model. But he, like, barely did anything in the story and then actually did nothing. Like, and then he's not playable. And apparently they, like, ran out of time to implement him properly. Like, they made the model, but they didn't make a kit for him. So, getting Lancer, like, Lancer should be very easy for them to implement right now. Because all the modeling work is done, they just need to make some animations, make a kit for him, and bam, new character. To attract more players. So it does seem... It seems like it would be a waste if we didn't get... Lancer. Wandering Merchant. Oh, is this the guy from before? We meet again! What did you restock again? Business is business. So you have to buy out his inventory, then he moves to a new location? It's kind of a scam. But I want to progress his quest. $10,000? I mean, yeah, there is like a billion characters they could add, but it's about who they already made. Lancer is done. Model-wise, right? They already made the Lancer model. Got voice actors for him and everything. Except for the English voice, but nobody is voicing English from the Fate characters. Small profit, quick turnover. I should really be heading back to Shneznaya. I would rather not go back the same way. And he's gone again, but still no achievement, so he's probably still somewhere out there. Something is taking damage over here. A good guy is fighting a bad guy. That's a big chest. I need to be on the lookout for shrines as well. Because if I find one, that would be my... That would be already what I'm looking for.
みんながそばにいてくれるわ物語は始まったばかり
一緒に遊ぼうよ。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
Oh boy. Oops, I hit the ground. Oh, they become really
全力
big.
攻撃だせ任せて腐食神聖
風だ。足元に気をつけて。
Here we go. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the
好
primogems.
きなものがあれば持ってっていいぞ。
Oh, that's where this is. I don't even need to mark it on the map though, because they just point you to it once you collect all three, which is pretty nice. What do you mean deflect? Wait, if I shoot it, does it go up? Oh, it actually does. I shoot it into this, and then it flies out and destroys the slimes. Oh, I missed. You need to do it a bit faster. Oh my god, I missed again. I have 30 seconds. One survived. I can just shoot him manually. Oh my god. No! Here we go.
お酒が何本も買えるね。
Another achievement? Muda's Adventurer, 10 Primo Gems. Let me also mark it on my achievement tracking website, stardb.gg. This way I know which achievements I still need to do from the hidden ones. Munda's Adventurer 2 is what we got. $60 more. 61 more to be exact. 61 Primo Gems is all I need. I am gonna end up. I will end up being one of eventually.
Hello, Patui. 始まったばかりだよ。
Give me your Primo Gems.
みんなは俺が守る。くら。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
情報は伝えてある。
I'm gonna fight.
お酒が何本も買えるね。
Ooh. When am I gonna fight Boras for the Wolfskin? Like in a month, I would imagine. Okay, can we see a Shrine of Depths from up here? Oh yes, actually I can see one! Let's go! That's where we are going. Let's grab this on our way, and then I can go straight there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a Shrine just gives you 100, no? Primo Gems? If not more?
ついてこれるか？ほっ。ついてこれるか？
80? We'll see. There is another chest outside though. I usually don't pay attention to how much Primo Gems I get from chests. Because I just first pull for whoever I want, then I explore.
運命の変わり目。危ない。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
ここだよ。
I know you. Like no better.
そろそろ本気を出すか。
Gotta grab all of their mats. And yeah, 2 common chests? Why don't you just make one bigger one?
戦利品か。冒険の褒美だと思って取っとけ。
Let's see. It is 80. But yeah, this is enough. For a 10 pool. So it did not end up being one of. Confirm the PT. $41. This is 51 PT. No Gamba for a random 10 pull. Unless you mean that just pulling is a Gamba by itself. Nope. Can I at least get the polearm? No, we got a puff sword. At least it's a puff sword, not like the other garbage. Maybe I can get another 4-star? Maybe a 4-star character? Which would be like a full refund? No, we got literal garbage. We can do this. You know it's cope when you are doing single pulls. Yeah. So either just let it be, because this fate point was free anyways. I'm not wasting it because I got it for free at 10 PT. But it would be nice to guarantee this weapon. Did I get the problem? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got one copy. But at R1, 4-star weapons aren't that great. With refinements is when it becomes quite premium. So R1 doesn't quite satisfy me. At least I have it in my collection though. We have 12 right now. Meeting point the Witch's Garden awaits construction. Let's go there. Escoffier. Wait, what stats did it give you again? Crit rate. After using skill, attack and ERS increase marked 3 stacks. This is pretty good. Probably worse than Calamity though. The energy is super nice. Because we need quite a lot of ER on Escoffier. I have like 94 ER now. I do have attack stance, but I have cracked ER subs everywhere. 16.2, 17.5, 23, 14.9, 22.7, and even then, and even with 90 ER, sometimes I feel like it's kinda not enough. Although usually 94 is like fine. So if you have like 50 ER on your Escoffier, she can underperform. Fav is great. Yeah, Fav fixes most of your issues. But it's low DPS, like low personal damage for
魔女
Escoffier.
の小屋作りはとてもいい経験になったわ。知っての通り、魔女が持っている敷地は一つだけではない。また新しい場所を選ばないと。
So we've got several homes?
簡単な話よ。魔女の小屋を一軒しか持っていなかったら、いつ人がここに迷い込むかなんて分かったものではないでしょ。人々が賑わうような光景は望んでいないけど、誰も来ないというのも居心地が悪いものなの。何日もかけて用意した誕生日パーティーに誰も来てくれないような気分よ。だからたまに魔女のオーラを感じてもらえるよう領地を広くする必要があるの。
Excuse for her to not be here. Oh, we can sculpt again. I like sculpting. It's a nice puzzle. So, first we look for zeros and destroy everything that says 0. Step 1. Varka is too big. I need a smaller character. Okay, then anything that says like a full number, like these 4s, we can mark them as... because nothing sticks out at the end. No, wait, it's actually 5 thick. So these 4s are not guaranteed to be there. Okay, yeah. Because if something says a number, like 4 and then there are 4 blocks in this row, that means you can mark them as like you definitely aren't gonna destroy them, but that's not the case anywhere here, so we just need to rotate. Okay, we've got some zeros again. Oh boy, a lot of zeros. Like this entire side of the cube could just destroyed. 0, 0, 0, 0. So now we see there is a 2 and there are 2, so we can mark them as we definitely are keeping those. And now in this row there's only supposed to be 1, like in this, yeah, from this side. And we already know this one has to be here, so we can destroy the one back here. Oh, also another 0. There is a 1 right here, and it's the only block. Okay, so this bottom layer is now complete. 3, but there is 4. 1, 2. Oh yeah, here we have 2. These 2 blocks must stay. How do I... I'm too far. How do I mark this? I can't reach it. Like that, here we go. So these 2 will stay because of this 2. When we have this 1 here, which means we need to destroy 1 more block, and that's the block we are destroying. And now this one should be perma. And because of that. Okay, we've got some 4s. Now this is 4 thick. So anything that says 4 here is here to keep, here to stay. These 4s will not get destroyed, because that means every single block in this row belongs here. And let's also try marking the ones on the side. Ugh. Now I can't see exactly, wait, what is the pattern here? Everything here in the middle needs to stay, so all of these as well. Maybe Varka could reach it better? Yeah, I could also do that. And then these ones down here. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to mark every single one. Okay, at this point, we just rotate again and see. What is new here? So, this is already done. This is already done, we know that. So now here in the middle, these 4s, we know that they are not meant to be destroyed now, because this is 4 thick again. Although, now it would be nice if I was actually able to mark everything I was supposed to mark. Because, like, there is this 3. Oh, there is a 3. And these 3 blocks are all marked that they must be here. So we know that the final one can be destroyed at the very least. I probably could know a bit more, because I imagine that these were supposed to be marked as well. But I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not sure if I can destroy them, but this one can definitely go away. Oh, the 3 up here are also all marked, I think. So this one can go away. I would imagine because of symmetry this one has to go away as well. It looks like it. Okay, let me rotate. How are we doing now? There only must be 2 blocks here, and both of these have to stay. So we can destroy the front and the back one. There is a 2, that's good. 3, 3. 3, 3, 4. Only 1 each, here and here. And this is a 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and this one has to stay. So this one is gone. And a similar story up here. This one has to stay because of the 4 on the other side. And this one is gone. And there's only 1 more block I must destroy. And it's in this row. I imagine it's this very one here. But let's try to make sure. This doesn't help me at all. Well, I mean, these ones, I know they have to stay. Now we can mark them properly. Oops. It's like the back or the front one. Which is the one to be deleted? I imagine it's the front one. Oh, now I see that this is a 3. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this is a 3. So all of these must stay. So this means it has to be the one on the back. Which is the one I wouldn't pick if I was going by intuition. So it's good that we triple checked. 0 mistakes made, let's go. This little Mandragora. Nice.
魔女の小屋作りは簡単な話よ。人々がにだから
Okay, it's the same dialogue. Oh, there's the thingy up here. So I was supposed to construct this place? We exactly have 70% exploration. For 50 more Primo Gems, let's go. And that's kinda it. Have you done the kilos? You have to go from up here, probably. I imagine you have to go up here. Might as well kill these guys.
物語は始まった
While
ば
we're
か
on
り
our
だ
way.
よ。
Let's just hope I don't forget where I'm going.
一緒に遊ぼうよ風だ
レッカあっとよっそれ
And yeah, it's here. Boink. You could also fly up here probably with like GMC could place rocks on the wall and then could use some flying character to go over here. But you could climb this with GMC. You can climb every wall with GMC, even invisible walls. Oh? 100% more? Alright, 100 primos more. We can do another pull, let's go! Okay, so what I was actually supposed to be doing today is continuing this quest. Darliod is its name. Because there is 100 more primos waiting for me here as well. Am I waiting for... Am I aiming for Varka's R5? No, I'm not. Oh, wait, before actually we start here. My transformer is ready. So gotta go do this first. Get more BP levels and actually get a couple pulls from the BP. 680 Primo Gems is waiting for me there. Like, it's an actual number. C0 R5. If I was R5ing a weapon, I would go for Linne's signature. And I'd be like, what? Linne? You never play Linne. And yeah, I know I never intend to play Linne. It just gives movement speed. It gives movement speed that actually scales with refinement level. Because there are weapons that give movement speed where it doesn't matter what refine you get. For example, Lost Prayers, this 10% movement speed does not scale with refinement. It's always 10%. At R1 and R5, it's always 10%. But Linne's Sig, here, this number is blue, which means it gets increased. If you refine, it goes from 4710 to 6912. And the best part is that it increases evenly across all ranks. So like normally you get these like there are these gimmick and theatric stacks, and you get more movement speed if you have more characters that are this that have the same elemental type as the wielder. including the wielder themselves. So in an exploration team with Chaska and one more Anemo, you get 2 stacks, so you get 7. And then it gets increased to 9. And also the gap between 7 and 10, now it's 9 and 12, so it's like a smaller difference here. You have 2, or insta refine, man, insta refine. Every 5-star weapon is an insta refine. Okay, we need to put it in the middle between the 2 crystals. But yeah, so I would want to get R5 for max movement speed on my Chaska. I want my Chaska to zoom as fast as... faster than any Chaska has ever zoomed before. And now we wait. Oh, we got like 20k more, I feel. It's next to the artifact domain, Emblem and Shimenawa. I can open them up in a sec, but let's just let this cook first. If you put it exactly between these 2 crystals, it gets hit twice per tick, so it goes up by 2. But it's like exactly in the middle. Here we go. Goes by way faster. So it's on Yashiori, next to Momiji Died Court, the Emblem domain. If you played back in 2.0, you know this domain. We still need more. All the BP period missions have been completed. These are like cheap quests for 50. This one will be best. The Trance domains, but I can't do them just yet. Gotta wait for the... I mean, I could do some domains and not claim the reward, but that's scuffed. I'll just get on like Saturday. After the Stygian period is over. Okay, shoo. Back here. If only there's a way to see what domain you have farmed the most. There is a chance that Hoyo knows. You could write to like the support and ask if they can tell you. I wouldn't like hold my I wouldn't hold my breath for that. They probably won't let you know, but there is a chance. I've heard that if you ask how many hours you have played, they will tell you. I'm afraid to ask though. TM this. One more thing before I start this actually, I remembered. Artifacts. Gotta collect them. They should have respawned. And I think you can ask how much money you have spent as well. You have played like 5,000 hours and spent $10,000. Thanks for your patronage. I don't want to know. I mean, I kinda want to know. I am kinda curious. I probably have not spent $10,000. It's gotta be less than that. Right? Surely. I mean, it's definitely in the thousands. It's definitely in the thousands. I spent $200 to get a E0 S1 Jingyuan in Star Rail. That was one of my worst pool sessions of all time. You forgot your message? What do you mean? You wanted to type something?
Yeah.
And then you forgot what you were typing? This resort is so chill. I love it. And you get that when I had a Hollywood person and later regretted. Albedo was kinda like this. Albedo was the last character that I didn't own. Because I didn't got him when he first came out. because I had to save for Ganyu. But then later I kept pulling for most characters, eventually got the reruns of the ones I was missing, like Xiao, Ayaka, and Hutao. And Albedo was the last one left, so I pulled for him on the Chronicled. But first I had to go to like 80 PT, got a D-Look, and then 80 PT again. And it's like, man, I'm never gonna even play him. No, he did get buffed eventually. And now he's a decent character, I even picked his Constellation from the selector. But back then he was not a useful character at all. I just pulled him to own him, and it was so expensive. If I would lose to Klee or Eula, I would be like, okay, sure. But I lost to D-Look, man. That's like the worst case scenario. Who else I have like a horrible full session for? I always keep mentioning the Eidolons of oops. Saber and Archer in Star Rail. I should have just gotten like E1, but I went for E2. But I thought I would go even higher. I thought I would get like E4s based on how many pulls I have saved, because I wasn't pulling. I didn't pull anything for like 3 patches. I was like, okay, now it's my time. And then I lost. Everything was high PT. Nah, Wanderer is great. I definitely don't regret Wanderer. Also, Wanderer was financed by Tilted Hero. So I can't really feel too bad about that. Have you ever... you have every single Genshin character at this point? You didn't... There is no way I haven't spent 10k already? Have I ever gotten double or triple 5 in multi? So, once in each game, and gets progressively more cope. So in Star Rail, it's like... the least cope? In 110 pool, I got Boot Heal Slide Cone twice. So that's nice. I don't even play Boot Heal anymore. But there is that. In Genshin, I got... I think it was Shiguin? I got Shiguin and then a Chi-Chi in the same 10 pool. I've already been here. I keep teleporting here even though I've already been here. I got Shiguin and then I 50-50 lost to Chi-Chi in the same 10 pool later. And then in Zenless I got a double 5-star on the Bangbu banner, which is like the free-to-play, like you can't even buy pools for the Bangbu banner. So it's not really even like any value. It's like a meme. So yeah, that's not even a real banner. So yeah, nothing like real, you know. Oh man, that was a bad flight. I've been pretty bad at this lately. Flying up with Wanderer. Because you gotta like short hold spacebar. If you just like hold it, if you tap it you lose all your energy super quickly, if you hold it you also lose it quickly. But if you like tap hold for a sec, then tap hold for a sec, then tap hold, you can fly higher. But the timing is kinda tight. I think Double would be the best character, the most recent one. It will usually be the answer. Although in FS C1 is actually kinda meh. C2 though is the big one. Mabuika, C1 is busted. I mean it's mostly C2, but C1 is also good. C1 is decent, C2 is busted. What is C2? Elevation for all lunar damage for the team. And then specific buffs, like she buffs attack for Lunar Charge teams, EM for Lunar Bloom teams, and defense for Lunar Crystallize teams. And she gets more procs from her E as well, I think. And she gets more HP. It's like, what doesn't... It's easier to say what it doesn't give. But yeah, rate of accumulating gravity 34% more, so that's one more big hit from her skill. 40% max HP for Columbina. And then buffs for the team, scaling with Columbina's max HP to attack in Lunar Charge, EM in Lunar Bloom, defense in Lunar Crystallize, and on top 7% elevation, which is a like true damage buff at the end of the calculation. It gives everything. C1 is kinda cool though. Now, it also gives you one more proc from your skill, so that's like probably the biggest part of this constellation, is one more skill, big damage proc. And it also gives buffs depending on the lunar type, but for Lunar Charge it's energy, which is actually pretty decent. Like that one is good. That's the only good one. Lunar Bloom is interruption resistance, absolute garbage. Lunar Crystallize gives a shield. It's nice. You don't get shields from crystallized. You don't get crystallized shields anymore because they are replaced with the turrets. So it's like decent. And then 1.5% elevation, which is something. But yeah, it's not a bad constellation, but it's not a huge one. Chaska cons are pretty big, but it's also more so C2 than C1. C1 is just like a stepping stone to C2. C2 is the real one. Flinch's C1 is good for sure. I think Nefer's C1 as well. Is he by C1? Is that one good? It has to be. Inefa's C1 is great. Lama's C1 is terrible. Linnea has Quills on C1, so that will be a good one to get. But yeah, pretty much every 5-star that came out in the last like 2 years would be good to get C1 for. Everything before that, Giga Cope. But everything that came out in the last 2 years, that's good. After Geohype was gone, there really wasn't much Geohype at all. Like, I remember Ito's release. I played him quite a bit. He was fun. But, I mean... Geohype, it's kind of hard to call it that. You would still clear faster with Xiangling than with Ito, even at his peak. I guess there was there were the Wolf Lord, Golden Wolf Lord abysses, but you could just play Ningguang. Yo, thank you very much, D Major Court, for the 5 bits? Oh, 15 bits, sorry. 15 bits! Huge! We are pulling C2 Wanderer with this one. Because he's C1 by luck and Z2 from event. C1 Ito can actually be a DPS loss. Because it messes up your combos. I mean, if you adjust to it properly, it can be like neutral, but it's not a great constellation. Yeah, because it can change the timings of your like finishers and stuff. Because Ito gets tags by hitting enemies with normal attacks, and then also by when Uchi gets hit. And like his highest damaging move is the finisher he gets after he runs out of stacks while charge attacking. And getting too many stacks sometimes can actually be worse. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember that C1. Because like... it gives you extra stacks, right? 2 stacks at the start and then like 3 more, but I don't even... they don't improve your rotation, and they might actually hurt you. If I recall correctly. If you just like Unga Bunga, it's good, but... oops, didn't want to use the big burst. But if you optimize your rotations, it might actually be kinda bad. More damage, gross. Surely Inazuma character buffs one day. Inazuman characters are the ones that are in need of buffs the most. And Eula. Eula and the entire Inazuman cast. Or almost entire. Eito, Yoimiya, Yae, Ayato. Oh my, everybody is so garbage. It's kinda even hard to say who's the worst. Kazuha's doing relatively fine compared to them, because at least he can be used. But it's more, you only really, like, his only real value, the only reason I would use Kazuha nowadays is for the grouping. Because his buffs aren't as good. as like Sucrose's. I mean, they kinda... Sucrose has not changed. The buffs she got are irrelevant. But just the teams nowadays prefer the EM.
見ててよ。
But Sucrose has kinda always been better when it comes to pure damage, but you never needed the pure damage from Sucrose. So you would play Kazuha for the quality of life with the grouping. But now we kinda need the damage. That's mostly what changed. Kazuha didn't change, Sucrose didn't change. But Sucrose is now more better than Kazuha than she used to be. Because you can't afford the quality of life anymore if you want to clear quickly. If he were to get... If we get buffs for Inazuma characters like the ones we got for the Mondstadt ones, his C6 would probably be pretty busted. All the cons got buffed as well, and especially C6s. Like, even Razor's C6 is busted now. Razor was useless, and now he's the second best for star DPS, or maybe the best. Definitely the best for any normal person, because his only competition is Gaming. But if you play Gaming, you are a masochist, so... Not sure if he counts. Also, Gaming does not work in Stygian at all. You cannot play Gaming in Stygian because you start with 0 energy. You need to build like 250 ER to actually burst once. Because Gaming gets energy... Like, Gaming gets energy from his plunges. And he gets more plunges when he bursts. So you burst and then you plunge, and each plunge gives you energy. But if you don't have the first burst, then you do one plunge, and that's it. That's your energy gen. And you are done.
見ててよ。
You cannot get his burst up. Now, you can just, you know,
見ててよ。
I don't know, either do a Bennett DPS rotation before his burst goes up, or just, you know, spam Bennett's skill with favs to funnel his energy. If you spend like half a minute funneling him, you will get his burst eventually, and from that point on he can start DPSing. But he loses that like 10 to 20 seconds at the start, if not more, just funneling energy into him. And you probably still need to build more ER anyways. So it's not like he's terrible because of that, not like he's unplayable, but he becomes much worse. He becomes more like actually 4-star level than, you know, his theoretical peaks in Abyss are like higher than most 5-stars. He's like a top 10 DPS in Abyss if you actually get his melts properly with Citlali. But in Stygian it's more like, yeah, what you would expect for a decent 4-star. Razor just works. I mean, Razor also has a burst that he needs to get, but at least Razor has good energy gen in his kit. He has those like sigils he can detonate and stuff. You have Fischl, who gives you a bunch of particles. So Razor also loses a bit in Stygian, but not as much. As Gaming. And Setos also is kinda hurt by... Because Setos is the like third best for star DPS. He also gets hurt by Stygian quite a bit. Because Setos needs energy to use his char attacks. And like he doesn't need full energy. So you don't need to wait until your burst gets fully filled up, but it's still a shame to start with 0. Every single good 4-star DPS is energy reliant. Got new Ganyu sounds and shot up from top 1k to top 100. That's huge. Time levels 9 and 9. Don't want to spend the crown, bro. Scar type is good. Classic stat stick. I think Tinari Sig is still the best one. If you're playing Melt Ganyu. Well, I'm not 100% sure with some of the newer weapons. It's probably still Tinari Sig though. But yeah, Skyward Harp, never a bad pick. And you're playing attack on the Suns, but then you have pretty good EM subs. And you've got Sucrose providing you EM, or maybe Instructors or something like that. You'll have plenty, so that's good. 80% and you get 20% from her passive, Every charge attack after the first one gets plus 20 crit rate, so that's 100. 236 crit damage. You don't even really burst much. Although if you can burst, it's good to burst. It's a decent chunk of damage, but you have to be careful not to mess up your melts. But if you can burst and still get some melts from the charge attacks, that's actually like peak damage output. And yeah, Wanderers is fine. Although probably the best Ganyu teams nowadays would be to just play her with like Columbina in FA. And then you don't even melt, you just like shoot charge attacks while they are doing all the damage. And you would play Night Sky. Oops, oh my god, I did the same mistake as yesterday. I think I will eventually buff every other region. I mean, one thing that I'm curious about, because they actually had a very good lore excuse for Mondstadt character buffs. With the like, Witch's Homework. Because the buffs over in Star Rail and in Zenless are just like, you know, random buffs. You know, there is these characters' power level does not change in the story. They're just stronger now in combat than they were before. In Genshin there is lore to it. The witches promised Varka that they would protect Mondstadt in a pinch, and the witches decided that Mondstadt will be in trouble soon. So rather than get their hands dirty directly, they will just buff up the Mondstadt character so that they can fend for themselves. It's kind of like Zhongli kinda had this like trial setup for Liyue. Can Liyue actually like work without an Archon to protect them? And the witches, it's like a similar thing here, but instead of doing a trial, they're just buffing everybody up so that they know they will be fine. So, what kind of excuse could they have for characters in Inazuma to get stronger? Is what I'm thinking about. You need to come up with a good lore excuse. Freak the ground. The best thing for basically anyone is Binefa right now. Yeah, for most characters. It's a very strong duo. But there will always be something like this. It's better to have Binefa as your best team, because at least you can on-field your character properly and still play with them, than when like the best team that includes like Xiao would be Mavujka, Citlali, Bennett, Xiao, and you don't switch to Xiao. Or actually Xiao could play Vivi, he actually contributes. But you know, that's so it's better if it's Binefa, because at least the character can contribute a bit. Rather than not even switching into the field. Because a 3-character team of Mavujka, Citlali, Bennett is stronger than anything that character can do. Xiao sounds so cool. Now, we did get a little hint from Raiden. Raiden and yeah, last time we had an event in Inazuma, like a year or two ago. Raiden was talking about like an upcoming war or something. And she was also talking about how the nation would fare in that war or something. So there is some like Inazuman stories being foreshadowed very far in advance. So maybe some kind of a war where the yokai get like powered up or something. I mean, it can't be only yokai, because Ayato and Yoimiya are some of the worst characters in the game. It has to be Inazuma as a whole. But I guess I say that Yoimiya and Ayato deserve the buffs the most, but in Mondstadt, Yula did not get buffed. Because she doesn't have much to do with the witches. So maybe Yoimiya and Ayato will also dodge the buffs. It will be just like Itto, Sara, Yae, Raiden. Like the yokai. It would be so funny if Yoimiya didn't get buffed. But very sad. Okay, we also have one more anecdote, by the way. We have a Kachina anecdote. Gotta do this. No, Yanfei is not a yokai. Yanfei is a half illuminated beast.
風が立つぞ
Half human, half illuminated beast. Which are the Liu equivalent of yokai, but they aren't yokai.
笑顔を忘れずにお客さんが来たら挨拶をして
She's working in Molani's store. Kazura is Inazuman, although he does travel with the cracks. He can be wherever he wants to be. But yeah, if he were to get buffed, it would probably be together with Inazuman characters. It have to be some like kind of training arc or something. If characters like Yoimiya and Ayato were to get buffs, it would have to be a training arc for them.
一人一人の要望に合わせてデザインと色を紹介して、はあ、全部覚えた。これで大丈夫だよね。私のことを信じてくれてるモアラニちゃんのためには絶対に失敗なんてできない。頑張れカチーナ、きっとできる。
So cool, so cute. Hi there, Kachina.
いらっしゃいませ。マリングッズ店ふくふくスローライフへようこそ。あれ、師匠。
Oh, in Japanese she called us Shisho. Like, master. We are training Kachina. We took her under our wing. But her secret doesn't feel like her secret, like visually, yeah. I have a C1R1 Yoimiya. I pulled her C1 during her second story quest. Cause like, man, this quest is so good, I will just pull C1, even though I know it's bad value. So I end up with C1, even though it's bad value. And one day I will pull C2 from the selector, I guess. After I get all the standard ones that I need, and then I will get C2 Klee. No, C3 Klee, because I already have C2. C3 Klee, and then I get C2 Yoimiya afterwards. After the standards and Klee. Why are you running the store?
ここ数日、ムアラニちゃんはガイドとして案内に出てて、今日はもう準備しに行っちゃったの。それでお店を見る人がいないから、しばらく閉めるって言ってたんだけど、私はちょうど時間があったし、友達のために何かしたいなって思って。それに、将来ケーキ屋さんを開くかもしれないから、その時のために経験を積んでおきたいの。
Man, Kachina is so cute and precious. I would say you reacted quickly and carried yourself well just now.
励ましてくれてありがとう。マーラニちゃんも同じようなことを言ってくれたの。私ならきっとできる。
Then I will leave you to it. Let's meet again once you get off work.
また後でね。
Oh!
おいキーニチ、どうせ暇なんだろ。さっさとこの偉大なる清流クフルアハウにケネバベリージュースを継ぎ足すがいい。
暇じゃない。
なわけねえだろ。何にもしてねえじゃねえか。カチーナ、あいつは別に大丈夫だろ。さっさとケネバベリージュースを持ってこい。
もうない。
ふざけんな。でかいボトル1本分あったのにこんなにすぐなくなるわけねえだろ。これはまだちょびっとしか飲んでねえぞ。お前がこっそり飲んだのか。
そうする必要がない。
ふざけてえ、頑固な野郎だぜ。だったらさっさとムアラニのやつを見つけて、この偉大なる清流様にケネバベリージュースを3本献上しろ。これっぽっちじゃ全然喉が潤わないからな。
一緒に挨拶しに行くぞ。 また会ったな、旅人。
Kinich, how? Are you here to check on Kachina?
なあ、ムアラニからの頼みでな。留守の間、カチーナが一人で店番をしてるから、様子を見に来てほしいと言われてたんだ。
俺だって頼まれたぞ。自己中系日、俺も入れろ。俺の功績も忘れんな。
なら俺から話しておこう。依頼完了前に前払いの報酬を全部消費したっていうのがアハウの功績だ。
A mighty deed indeed.
ふざけんな、系日。
どうやらもう終わったみたいだな。よし、そろそろ俺も。
せっかく来たのにもう帰っちゃうの？実はちょっと心配だったから急いで準備を
Everybody's
終わら
here.
せて早めに戻ってきたんだよ。せっかく会えたんだし、みんなで食事会しない？カチーナちゃんが初めて一人で店番できたお祝いってことで、旅人も来てよ。ほら、カチーナちゃんもこっちに気づいたみたい。それに食事会ではキンキンに冷えたケネパベリージュースをもっと飲めるよ。あたしのおごりで。
コンではこの清流クフルアハウ、汝の申し出に応じるとしよう。
And so goes another lively day in Notland.
行くか。
やったー！カチーナちゃん、こっちこっち。はーい、今行くね。
Super lovely. Just a little anecdote to remind us of the happy trio in Notland. The OG friends from 5.0. I will actually probably get to use some Kinich next patch. Because... shoot, what was the website that I used to check? Because Hakushin is gone as well, right? There was a different website that I used to check the like Stygian for next patch. What was it called? Lunaris. That's a website that still works. Yeah, this is next patch, right? So we have the Moon Gecko. That's Geoshield. So here we play Zibai. We have the Frost Knight Hera. Here, either I will do Flames if I can pull it off, or maybe I will just do Movuika again, because it should be the same HP, right? 12.8. 12.7. Oh, it's actually slightly tankier. But yeah, I cleared it once, so I probably should be able to clear it again. I don't think 100k HP will make much of a difference. It's like one charge attack. Yeah. A bit of a shame though. Normally they got weaker, not slightly stronger as patches go by. Like this is 14.7, right? Here, this patch. And originally, it was 14.9. So it actually got easier. And I did feel it. I did feel that it actually got slightly easier. How long does it take to reset? 5 weeks from now? Yeah. Because it's always week 2 of a new patch, right? New patch comes out, a week later we have new Stygian onslaught. And then we have the Papilla. Oh yeah, by the way, 11.1, what was the previous Papilla? Because we already fought it once, right? 11.1, exactly the same. Papilla is the same. Down to 1 HP. So Kinich should like absolutely destroy this boss right now, because I have C2 Durin for him. And before I was doing this with like support Klee, I think? I don't actually remember exactly what I was doing here. Because I didn't actually clear the entire Dire, so I can't even check what I used. Oh wait, was that? Wait, which one was that? Oh no, it was the second one. I did clear the second one. Wait, so I can check my team. I can check. Was it support Klee or was it just Toma Bennett? Or maybe no Bennett. Let's see. Okay, it was Bennett Janssen, it was a normal team. But I think I tried with Klee as well. So I cleared it in 108 seconds. And now I have C2 Durin to play in this team. So we should smash him in 60. Hopefully. And I have cleared Hera before, although this is the boss where I needed to learn proper rotations with Mavuika, and even then I messed up slightly, but I got it in 120 seconds. Now, the boss will have 100k more HP, so this would be a failed attempt, unfortunately. But maybe we can play Flins. Here Flins was taken on Sigurd. But I imagine he would have done just as well on Hera, even without the Columbina. Because Columbina will probably go for the Geo boss. Or maybe Lina... Maybe Lina and Zibai will be strong enough of a duo that they will not need Columbina for the Moon Gecko.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Columbina placement will be pretty tricky next patch. That's what I'm talking about. We only have one team that's like Mavuika level with the lunar stuff. Or above Mavuika level. And it's wherever Columbina is. Wherever you put your Columbina. Okay, I am finally done with the other stuff. Took me like 2 hours. I thought I would have like the entire stream today to do this. But instead, 2 hours of yapping and stuff. Whoa, it's you two! What a coincidence, didn't think I would run into you here again. Hold on, what are you doing here? This is the front line against the Wild Hunt on Kipamaki Cliff. You shouldn't be here. That's exactly where I should be. Yeah, we're here to help too. I know you are not half bad, but this is different. The battlefield is no place for kids like you. Something the matter? Unlaver? Captain, I was just telling this adventurer kid that why they shouldn't come somewhere this dangerous. No need to come over, don't need them getting ideas from a counterexample. Our captain might be young, but he's one of the strongest among us. Among us? So don't use him as your baseline, you hear? Jan Paimon, so it was you. Perfect timing, we were just waiting for you. Huh? Captain, what's that supposed to mean? The temporary recruits I mentioned earlier. They are the ones? I mean, I know what he's capable of. I guess heroes really are made young. Alright, if you say so, Captain, I trust your judgment. So he recognized us, he knew who we are. And yet he underestimated man. We saved the world like 6 times! Jan, Paimon, welcome to the team. We just wrapped up the prep work, so the strategy meeting's next. You should join us. But to begin, let me do the introductions. Jan and Paimon are the adventurers I mentioned earlier. The ones who helped retrieve the Silver Lampwick. Also the ones who defeated Rerir and Dottora. Hello? Why is this not our introduction? They'll be joining our team for the upcoming operation. We are adventurers, but we've got a lot of experience fighting the Abyss, so we won't slow you down. We even defeated Goisotov, the heart of the Abyss. And they're like, oh, it's too dangerous for you, kiddo. Yeah, it's getting boring. Those kind of comments. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Like, if something is living in a cave somewhere, it makes sense, but these guys are not living in a cave. I'm Unlaver. I suppose we can skip the nice to meet you, seeing how we've crossed paths before. Looking forward to fighting alongside you. I'm Ron. Thanks again for the save last time. Rest assured I've done ample prep since then. I won't be repeating my mistakes so easily. Just call me Bjorn. Looks like I'm the only one meeting you for the first time. Either way, if the captain chose you, I have faith in your abilities. When did I meet these other guys, by the way? Was it in like the Archon quest or somewhere out in the open? And they have different lines depending on whether I saved them before or not? It's probably like only one version. So I must have met them in some Archon quest or something. We save the rest of the chit-chat for the victory feast. For now, let's get to the point. The objective is clear. Our squad must seize the clifftop camp ahead of the enemy and establish a forward line to hold back the Wild Hunt. This position is the lifeline of the entire operation. If we lose it, every plan that comes after will be as good as scrapped. To prevent that, we'll use the Silver Lampic's power to restore the barrier on the cliff. That will clear out the abyssal whispers and keep the main fortress route open. The mechanisms that power the barrier are all ancient ruin relics, and we don't fully understand how they work. But Ten and Paimon are experienced adventurers. With the two of them handling this key step, the whole operation should go smoothly. Leave the mechanisms to us. Solving puzzles like this is Jan's specialty. Guess this is what people mean by the right person for the right job. I came across plenty of devices like this when I worked as a treasure hunter, but I never figured out how any of them worked. My wife was always the one who understood that stuff. Huh? Used to be a treasure hunter? Unlabor? Now that you mention it, the vibe does kind of fit. Hey now, none of that, Aid. I've been a member of the Lightkeepers for 3 years. I'm an upstanding rating nowadays. What, do you think I'm not qualified or something? Sorry, that's not what Paimon meant. Oh, this cat Paimon was so cute. Alright, Unlabor, that's enough. Stop scaring her on purpose. Oh, come on, Rollon. Why would you call me out like that? Everyone's so tense, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Listen to Rollon, Unlabor. When you get serious, you look fierce enough to scare off even the Wild Hunt. No wonder she took you seriously. Well, when you put it that way, alright, sorry about that. We are teammates now, so I really shouldn't have tried to spook you. Oh, exactly, come on. If you scare Paimon so badly that she can't carry out the mission, what happens then? Jan still needs her as a guide, you know? Right, and we are up against an unpredictable, formidable enemy this time. We all need to stay alert. We can't let our guard down for even a moment. Speaking of the enemy, there is some information Jan and Paimon need to know as well. The Wild Hunt on the cliff may have abilities different from those elsewhere. 3 years ago we paid for that difference in blood. That day dusk had settled in by the time we finished our investigation, so we set up camp on the cliff for the night. In the middle of the night I was awakened by the sound of battle, only to find the area shrouded in a strange mist. From within the mist came faint, broken whispers. The voice sounded familiar somehow, though I couldn't recall where I had heard them before. But I had no time to think about any of that. When I pushed deeper in the mist and finally saw who was fighting, I realized it was our detachment members, tearing each other apart. What? How is that possible? What are the Wild Hunts doing? Exactly, we've received reports of the Wild Hunt anomalies that corrupt the mind across various areas, and it's likely that it all began here. We lost far too many that night. Captain Olson kept himself together through sheer willpower, but with just the two of us, there was nothing we could do. After that, as the main force of the Wild Hunt pushed in, the captain ordered me to retreat and bring the unconscious, badly injured Ivar back for help. He chose to stay behind and cover our escape. I rushed back to the city as fast as I could and reported everything to the old man, but it was too late. By the time we returned to Kipmaki Cliff, even Captain Olson had. As for the Wild Hunt, it spilled forth and spread out beneath the cliffs. Before we could clear out the monsters, many innocent civilians had already fallen victim to them. My fellow treasure hunters, my wife, and I lost them all in that incident. It happened so fast that we couldn't even put up a real fight. Just as I thought we were done, a squad of Lightkeepers arrived. I fought alongside them, pushed the Wild Hunt back, until I damn near dropped dead from exhaustion. But the lives that were taken could never be brought back. It was a different assignment that day. I received the emergency order and rushed to the Kipmaki Cliff area to help. What I saw was too much to bear. We fought endlessly day and night, but monsters poured out from their bottomless lair without end. I don't even know when it all finally stopped. I remember fighting until I had nothing left. And when I opened my eyes again, I was already back in Pyramida. At least you fought. You fought, and even if you lost, you were warriors who stood your ground. But me? I was pulled from Captain Olson's squad at the last minute because I suddenly got sick. Vei took my place, and because of that, he... If I had been the one who was there that day! There are no ifs in the past, Bjorn. What matters is what we do now. Right, we rebuilt the camp after the incident, and we held the line for 3 years, because the conditions for a counterattack were not yet in place. And we've all endured this for a long time. I'm much the same. But now the day we've waited for has finally come. Good news has arrived from Pyramida. The time is right. Tomorrow we launch our counterattack. Set to yourselves before we march, or those creatures may slip into your thoughts and twist them against you. Remember this, we fight not only for the comrades we've lost, or for the innocent civilians whose lives were taken. We fight to protect those who are still alive today, and to give those yet to be born a chance to live in a better world. That concludes the meeting. Rest while you can. Tomorrow we'll bring a brutal fight, and we will need every ounce of strength you have. Yes, sir! Those went all set too, excellent. Got good news. What from Pyramida? Everything is going smoothly. It's nothing, we have a long way to go. Get some rest. Okay. And the others here are just random NPCs. Can I level this up, maybe? Yes, actually. Yes, I can. 50 extra Primogerms. Oh, I had like nothing. I had 18 before that. Wait, how much force RP do I have on the standard banner? Oh, only 2. Yeah, it's not worth. If I had like maybe like 6 force RPT, I could do 3 or 4 pulls to get a 4-star to get a refund from that. But no, I'm not gonna do that many. Don't want to risk getting a Chichi before I can pick her from the selector. Because that's minus 4 pulls. If I pull a Chichi before I can pick her constellation, that's minus 4 pulls, and that's, yeah, definitely worse than getting an extra pull here. You still up? Can't sleep with a battle like this on the horizon. About 3 years ago, the wounds still haven't healed. My brother and I were the lucky ones. My brother's Ivar, by the way. The captain saved him. And Bjorn, the Survivors Guild guy. I've spent the last 3 years preparing for tomorrow's battle. Time to rest. There will be a long sequence of battles and story events ahead, and you won't be able to use co-op mode or enable focused experience mode. To run sections, you need to exit the Monkey Cliff area. Do you want to continue the quest? I mean, yeah, I can just leave and come back later, it's fine. If I don't start now, I will never start. We need to get ready to move. Vlaiku, proceed according to the original plan. Once we seize the camp and deploy the barrier to stabilize the line, we'll send up signal smoke. When you see the signal, rally immediately and advance to the second phase of the operation. Yes, Captain. We'll be waiting to hear good news from you. And remember, come back alive, all of you. Leave it to us. It's time. Operation Clifftop begins now. All units, move out. Oh shit, I cannot change my team. I'm stuck with this scope. At least I have a second Geo character for Chiori. So she would work well. Light the Oath Lantern! We'll stop some minutes away from the Clifftop camp. Yeah, I wish I had my Barca team. But I guess we get to plant them. And the theory actually works because of the second Geo, which is here. I get $2 and not just 1. Oh, there is more. What is this guy doing? They're supposed to get group after you break the shield. But this guy was behind the rock. Yeah, this guy's way too far away, so they won't get group either. Oh, actually, almost. Finally. Alright, keep moving. But I've got no healing and bad damage. Oh, these guys are not helping anymore. Look at you. Cowards clinging to life, huddling together like little chicks to keep themselves warm. Who's there? Show yourself! Captain, be careful, that might be that monster who can manipulate people. Yeah, I know. Why I see it, you are the real wuss here, ain't ya? I mean, I don't see you crawling out of your foggy hidey hole. What are you, scared I will beat you to death? You? All bark and no bite. An overreaching mutt. Very well, I will give you a chance. Everyone get ready! Oh shoot! He's not taking damage. What's going on? No matter how we attack, it's like we can't hurt at all. Is that all? What's wrong? Were you not barking just seconds ago? Bastard. Don't rush in, Unleif. Hold the line, we'll find a way. Find a way? What way? A way? To crawl away and save your own skins? A way to send you to hell? No, that is something worth waiting for. But the way I see it, crawling away to save yourself suits you far better. After all, one of you is quite the expert at that. 3 years ago, 10 years ago, always the same. Why not ask him for some tips? How do you know that? Could you be... Captain, don't listen to it. Go on, run while you still can, little chicks. But in the end, you will understand the running won't save you. Only death awaits you. It's gone. Our mission isn't over. We might have to fight it again. Next time we run into that bastard, I swear I'll... Unleif, our priority is to complete our mission. I know, but... Thing like that is exactly what it wants. Calm down. We should be the ones taking the initiative. Jan's right. We can't let our enemy drag us around. We push forward on our terms and our plan. Let's press on! Oh boy, they're running away. We got blasted. That evil eye! It attacked before the barrier could be fully developed. The Altar ruins have been wrecked. Captain, can we redeploy it before it strikes again? I am afraid not. We failed to block that last attack, and the Silver Lampwick's energy has mostly drained away. There is enough left to deploy the barrier again. The situation is not looking good. We have no idea when that evil eye will launch the next attack. Without the barrier, it will be hard for us to hold this position. The monsters around us are increasing in number. Even if we hold them off for a while, our stamina isn't limitless. If things even ever reached a point that... Come on, brother, you are talking like you've already given up. Monsters? I don't care how many line up, I will knock them all down. Even so, trying to hold out here forever isn't the real plan. Is there nothing we can do? I have an idea. We got something quick, let's hear it. The ceiling array on Kimaki Cliff was left to us by the Torchfolder and the Moonchanter of the Frostmoon Scions. Its structure must share the same origin as the Silver Lampwick. While deploying the barrier earlier, I noticed 3 verdant crests on the cliff flashing in response, almost as if they were resonating with it. Those should be the focal points of the ceiling array. Oh, now that you mentioned, Paimon can see them too. When I visited Hissi Island, I borrowed some ancient Frostmoon Science texts from the current Moonchanter. I remember seeing similar structures in those records, so I cross-checked my findings with her. I'm confident that this is correct. However, the texts say that the ceiling array should have 4 foci. For some reason, the most important one isn't resonating. See, the ceiling here has held for 500 years. There must be something special about it. If we take the silver lamp wick and activate the other 3 points first, we might be able to turn this around. Captain, what do you think? It's worth a try. Great work, Bjorn! Just so you know, I didn't spend the past 3 years doing nothing. But if we want to carry out this plan, we'll need more support. Bjorn, Anleif, Roland, return to Cliff Watch Camp at once. Report everything to the entire force, then lead the reinforcements and coordinate with us to take those 3 points. Yes, Captain. If the villa is targeting the silver lamp wick, there's a good chance its next attack will go straight for it. I'll carry the lamp wick and activate the 3 focal points one by one. Jan Paimon, come with me. Protect the silver lamp wick. Any objections? It's extremely dangerous. If either of you doesn't want to, no need to ask. Of course I'm in, Captain. This is the perfect mission for us. We'll keep both Illuga and the silver lamp wick safe. Music to my ears, huh? The captain's in your hands then. You all be careful too. Understood. Of course, I'm still waiting to see Anleif land a punch on that fiend and shut it up for good. That right? I'll best not disappoint you then, eh? I won't just shut it up. Hell, it will be groveling at our feet like a mangy dog begging for mercy. Alright, now I'm joking around. We'll have plenty of time for that later. For now, let's move out. Yoink. Oops. Let's actually start with the one. Oh, poor guy's here. Can I actually use him for anything? Wait, there's this.
参考にしてみるわ。
I don't know that they actually go charge themselves. If given the opportunity.
風が立つぞ。
Okay, let's go to the furthest one first. There are some other things down here, but with the power of the compass, I don't need to worry too much. Oh no! Okay, I didn't take damage. Oh, what? Bro got blasted. Yo, he's dead! What is this monster? Out of the way, move it! What's the hurry? Hey, before I continue this, verified with whatever this thing is, I'll go take a quick bathroom break. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. One way or another, you are all going to die, but some of you just get to go a bit earlier. He whined about not dying back then, 3 years ago, and now I will fulfill his wish. Bjorn, what did you do to him? He was too weak, the weaklings, you useless, crawling insects. Dying is all they are good for, no? Don't you dare insult him, he's not weak at all. Oh, in your eyes he was strong, but the strong die all the same. I thought you understood that better than anyone. The ones stronger than you, they all died, didn't they? They died 3 years ago, and 10 years ago as well. Shut your mouth! Yes, the only weak one here is you. Otherwise, why is it that every time you are the only one who survives? You ran from the battlefield, didn't you? Just a coward clinging to life. Look, I don't listen to its nonsense. Enough, time to die. Jan, let's finish this quickly. Oh boy. Pick up energy orbs? Where are the orbs? Oh, I can do this. Not bad, however. Uh-oh, phase 2. You didn't think this was over, did you? Ho 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 ho. Ouch. Oh no, I shot the wrong way. I wasted a shot from Edon. Wait. I thought it auto-aims, but it does not auto-aim. So I didn't bother aiming. Ouch. Can I dash through it? I can't, okay. Hang in there, Jan. Oh boy, it does no damage now. These spells are pretty cool. Trying to go against the grain here is maybe not the best idea. But even if I get hit, I don't really lose much HP at all. It's more spooky than, like, it seems more spooky than it actually is. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, it didn't go! We got him for good! That's pretty cool though. How is Bjorn? He's badly injured. The attack came too suddenly, and to protect us the battlefield was too dangerous, and he was in no state to be moved. We had no choice but to treat him here on the spot, but with the resources we have to hand, it's just... Captain... Bjorn! I'm sorry, I couldn't complete the mission. You did great! The position remains secure and everyone's still safe. Really? I did it then. That's good. Stop talking, you need rest. If I don't say it now, I won't get another chance. Don't say that! That's an order from your captain. You will be fine. You will be fine. Alright, as you command, I won't mention that again. But at least I will finally be able to face Vade with no regrets. He would say that we Light Keepers are like winter ice layers. In the face of the Wild Hunt, each of us is fragile. Like a winter ice layer's petals. How easily we shatter. But so long as the leaves remain, so long as the roots stay firmly in the soil. When the next season comes, and the one after that, new flowers will bloom anew. Will not fail. Will not fail. Isn't that right, Captain? Yes, will not fail. I will see that monster buried in my hands once and for all. You're the strongest one amongst us. I believe in you, Captain. Rest assured, Bjorn, I will keep our promise. Rest now. Things will have turned around by the time you recover. Uh-oh. Jan, Paimon, we need to go. The mission isn't over yet. We can't stay here any longer. Iluga. We have to keep moving for Bjorn's sake. Yes, let's keep going. If I shoot this... Oh yeah, I can like destroy them. I still need to destroy the shield they have anyway.
手伝って。
おいしょ。いや。
More fighters. And now we'll go here, and another guy from the three will be dead. Captain, you're here! Maybe only Bjorn will die. Oh. I died! Off screen! Oh my god, they're dying! Oh my god, man. What was that? Have they not like playtested this once? Ugh.
次行くよ。ヒーロー剣山頭突きヒーロー剣山
And I'm like plunging the air.
ヒーロー剣山
Oh, he just reset. Okay, apparently that's a thing. So we need this into here, into here. Need more of these. I would just need to like do it this way. Here we go. Is this... Can I not defeat this monster? Oops.
そこ
Is he just...
ダイビング
Is he just walking out of range, or
吹き飛べヒーロー
is he actually immortal?
はー
I finished off Wanderer.
せい図が高いぞ
Here we go.
欲しいなら君にやるよ遅い
Man, that was so scuffed. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Wait, what just happened? Did my camera like jump? Okay. It's in place. That's pretty cool. Oh boy, more of them. What's this? Huh? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I need to like extend it so that it overlaps with the thingy here. Okay. This is convenient. But also there was like a thingy right here. Whatever, I'll get them later. It's super free to look for them with the OP compass. Okay, I can finally revive Chaska. Leave the monsters to us. No, we can't, sorry bro. And I can't hit the thingies. They move too much. Let's switch to Ilga. He'll be my tank as I... Okay, can't do that
ファ
anymore.
ッションは私が提起するふっ行くよタッドーンヒーロー見参タッ頭突き突撃ドーン
We almost got them all before the shield phase, but not
行くよ
quite.
ヒーロー見参キラキラしてるやっ
飛ぶか
Let's do it just as we did before. And that's all 4. And only one of the guys died. In this part of the quest. Oh, it's a big tree thingy. Uh-oh. To strike back? Great, that nasty evil eyes toast. But anyone see something fall off it? It was likely the spiral blade, the sacred blade the Torchforger once used to seal demons away, and expect the monster to seize it and use it against us. So that's what happened, but we should be safe for the moment, right? For the moment, yes, the evil eye has been destroyed and the monsters on the ground have been almost completely cleared out. But we can't let our guard down, that creature has probably slipped back underground. It's wounded but it might still have a trick up its sleeve. We just went through a fierce battle, everyone's exhausted, body and mind. Doesn't matter, a win is a win. We got our revenge on that damn monster and that's the score that counts. Speaking of which, where's Bjorn? I don't see him anywhere. Did he get held up helping out somewhere else? Who's gonna watch me show off my moves if he's not here? Can I be starting on my own now, can I? Do you have the live stream times for tomorrow? Yeah, they're already like scheduled on YouTube. If you go to the Star Rail channel, either one. For me, it's 12:30. Iluga. He was struck by the Evil Eye's attack while defending the position. His injuries were too severe. We tried everything, but we couldn't save him. No way! How could that be? He had brains and brawn in spades. I never once beat him in a spar. How could he go down so easily? This makes no sense. No sense at all. Anef, stop crying. I'm not crying. Anef, pull yourself together. We need to be strong, especially now. That creature is using these vile methods to shake us, trying to slip in again while we are vulnerable. We can't let it succeed. We can't let the bastard stain Bjorn's sacrifice and turn it against us. Iluga, are you alright? I'm fine. I'm sorry, this is all my fault. That monster knew. It knew everything. Knew this would shake my resolve. Bjorn died because of me. Captain, that's not what I meant. I just... This isn't your burden alone. That's right, all of us. We've gotta carry this together. My heart aches as well, but our mission isn't over yet. The battle ahead will only get harder and we may suffer still more losses. But no matter what happens, we cannot stop moving forward. Forward onto final victory. Weren't you the one who taught us that? I believe in your command, Captain. Bjorn feel the same. We carried out our duties, and whatever awaits us, we shall have no regrets. Same for me, sir. If wiping that cursed monster from this world for good means dying in the process, I will gladly do it. Don't say something that ominous. We're about to face it for real in a life or death battle. Hey, as long as you get what I mean, brother, I'm gonna rip that thing's filthy mouth right off and make it beg on its knees. As long as we can erase that wretched monster from this world for good. We don't have the combat power to face the upcoming battles alone. I will need you to get reinforcements from the other positions. Jan, Paimon, I'm leaving the area Bjorn previously handled to you. I will stay here and hold this spot until you return. Alright, leave it to us. Thank you. Just hold on a little longer. Soon we'll claim victory. Why is it that every time you are the only one who survives? What am I supposed to do? What should I do? You ran from the battlefield, didn't you? Just a coward clinging to life. This is my fight, my battlefield. I'm not some coward who flees from danger. This is my duty. I can't run anymore. Oh boy.
宝物は
Seal obtained.
それを必要とする人に渡すべきです。
Wait, is it the third one? No, there will be like an exclamation mark somewhere here. I've got two from every area. Okay, I will be like, see ya later. Okay, let's do a quick round of Genshin though. Oh, and the Zenless livestream will be on Saturday, just as I expected. They had to do something with them. Late 3.x or early 4.x polearm? Late Sumeru polearm. Candice was earlier than Neo, I think. Or was she? I think she was earlier. Yeah, she was 3.1. What? This early? But this gave me important info. It's still only one up arrow, so it's not like late 4.0. It's 4.01, 4.0, 4.1, but those patches didn't have pole arms. Linnae, Linnet, Fremine, Redusli, Nuvilet. So it is 3.x, but not from Sumeru. Arlecchino was 4.x. Shoot. Chevrus was later as well. Sinnoh was like 3.1 or 2. Emily Escoffier, those were later. Kirara is a sword. Shinobu's a sword. She was also Sumeru. Leila's a sword, but should have fit. Mika! It's Mika. Yeah, I had to go through all the characters to remember this, to remember Mika's existence. Oh, because it's almost lunchtime. I gotta leave for a minute. Shh, keep it a secret. Shironen? Molani? No. No. Who would... Varessa? No, it's not Varessa. Because that's not her voice actress. No, it's not Ganyu either. I just need to hear it. I have to pick random characters until I hear it, and then we can guess.
あら、もうすぐお昼ご飯の時間？ちょっとここを離れるね。しー、みんなには内緒よ。
Hiwi. I had to guess based on of that alone. Is this Higuin as well? I knew it was like a healing thingy. Not Barbara. It's actually heal more if you are low on health, right? Would it be Mizuki? No. Breaking free. Bennett? No, it wouldn't be Bennett. Shoot, I'm gonna lose my streak. Why did I guess Bennett? I knew it wasn't Bennett. Electro. Dori? Or Shinobu? Breaking free. I will go with Shinobu. Nice. Based on the name alone. I mean, and the element. But like between Dori and Shinobu based on the name. The icon didn't really tell me much. Sleepy? Sayu. No, Sayu doesn't have a shield. It's Layla. Not Shuei again. Barely managed to escape the loss in Genshin. A guest with no manners. I know this quote. Regi ga motte nai o keiko-san ne? That's Asta. Wait, what? Here we go. This is Linksha? Nope. Maybe it's Hanya? Blade? No. Superiority of reach. What does it mean? It's like Jiaocho. Oh no, it's Danheng. Yeah, I would not have guessed Danheng, man. Maybe I will remember now. Stars. Asta. Well. Okay. Lycan? Not Ice. Not this faction either. So it's probably Astra. Yes. Because if faction matches, it's Rina. If type matches, it's Hugo or Sokaku. Neither match, so I think it had to be Astra here. If it wasn't Astra, I would be like... lost. So it's good that it was. Okay. So, thank you very much for watching. This will be the end of the stream for today. I do have a stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. You can join the Discord server to get stream notifications and the like. Unable to raid. Did I try to raid a streamer who was just ending their stream? So yeah, tomorrow we'll be playing some Zenless, right? As we have the endgame reset. Yep, and more Genshin on Saturday, continuing this quest most likely. And doing weekly bosses on Saturday, because we still haven't done them this week. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye!